Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Pearl and I live in Alberta. I don't know if you can tell, my cheeks are frozen and my nose is frozen. It is super cold. I know you normally don't see me do videos with my gloves on, but that shows how cold it is. Don't try this at home, guys. Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel at Enter Canada. Today was a super cold day and I decided to take a walk and came across this neighborhood ice skating rink. First coffee. So as I said, it's an ice skating rink in the neighborhood. From some volunteers came together to make it, and the children enjoy this place. I'm climbing onto the skating rink to test out how icy it is. Is it safe to skate? I have to be careful so I don't fall. It's going to be very slippery. Hi, good morning. I'm outside and I don't have my microphone here, so I hope you can hear me. Today's super cold. I can't feel my cheeks. I'm going to check what the temperature is and I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen. So, a few opportunities I wanted to talk about today include the IEC, which is open to citizens of certain countries, which include Europe. And I'm going to try to link the countries somewhere here or somewhere in the description. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Enter Canada, where we talk about all things Canada immigration, lifestyle, news, updates, and whatnot. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and turn on the post notification so you don't miss a video. I see that we have we have new subscribers and I haven't really introduced myself recently, so I'll just use this opportunity to just talk briefly about myself. My name is Pearl. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I hope you can hear me. And incidentally, March will make it 10 years that I've been in this practice. I've been in this industry, and when I say industry, I mean in the education consulting industry. I recently got into the immigration about I live in Canada. I live in Alberta, so as you can see, it's super cold, so you can tell it's Alberta. Or probably you would have thought it was Yukon or so, but yeah. So some opportunities we wanted to talk about. Yesterday there was an express entry draw and the score was super high. I'm going to put the details here, but something interesting about the draw was that it was a provincial nominee program only draw, so meaning that only people who got people who got nominated by provinces qualified for the draw that happened yesterday. This was a surprise, but then again, when it comes to IRCC, sometimes it doesn't always surprise me, but it was a surprise because we were all hoping it would be the regular all programs that they've been doing for the last few months. If some of us that follow the news remember, during the pandemic, they switched to provincial nominee and CEC, that's a Canadian Experience class draws. And at some point, they stopped the CEC draws and began to just do, I'm outside, so I have to be aware of my surroundings. So they stopped the CEC, I think, in early 2021 or so, and now began to do just provincial nominee draws. And then, thankfully, last year, I think it was about September or so, they began doing all program draws again. So for them to have made the switch to provincial nominee yesterday, it was a shocker, and we're hoping they don't do that again, because there are a lot of people who are trying to take advantage of the fact that the all program draws have already begun. So we're hoping the next one they do will be all programs. For example, I have some clients, their scores were 489. Now, for those of us who keep track of these scores, the last draw that was all programs that they had in January, the score was 490. So this person whose score is 489, you can imagine how excited she would have been to know that, the next draw, if it's all programs, she'll qualify. But that's it. That's the thing. And that is part of why we've been advising people, please try to do French, especially if your scores are pretty good. And if you do the French, it bumps your score into like what the CRS scores are with like the most recent draws. So with Canadian immigration, there are no guarantees. You don't know what programs they're going to do, what opportunity is going to come up, but you have to be prepared. You have to be alert. You have to be ready and open to like options when your consultant advises you. Doing French bumps your scores into like the kind of draws they're having. Sorry guys, my phone froze. Can you believe that? My phone froze, and that's why the last video stopped. Cold weather. A few hours later in the day, guess what? Welcome to Enter Canada. Today, there was an express entry draw. So like I was saying before, we're a bit upset that the express entry draw that took place yesterday was PNP only. But guess what? IRCC gave us a positive shocker. Today's express entry draw was federal skilled workers only. I don't think that has ever happened before. So it seems like it's the first time in history that IRCC is inviting only federal skilled worker applicants. They're giving them invitations to apply for permanent residency. So the draw that took place today, I'll put the statistics right here on the screen. The draw that took place today, it was about 3,300 people that were invited, and the minimum cutoff score was 489. Guess what? I said that one of my clients, her score was 489. I'm sure she'll be excited to get her ITA today. The other thing I have to talk about today, now, the other news that we have to share today is, I don't know, for some of you that follow us on Enter Canada on Instagram, on Facebook, and Twitter, sometime last year, I got wind of a memo that said that IRCC was working on approving an additional language test. We didn't know what the name was, but we knew it was happening. Guess what? Today it was announced that IRCC has approved Pearson test of English to be able to conduct the language English to be part of the English language tests that are acceptable for Canadian immigration. What does that mean? We already have IELTS and CELPIP. Now Pearson test of English joins the two of them. So it means that for those of you who do not want to write IELTS, you have CELPIP. If you don't want to write CELPIP, you now have PTE. PTE has been in existence for quite a while, and I believe they're developing an exam specifically for Canadian immigration. So stay tuned, more information on that. But it's a good announcement to share for those who are tired of retaking IELTS. From experience, I have heard that PTE is pretty easy to pass. So I hope this helps people to do well, get higher scores, and qualify for an ITA. So as you can see, I'm standing on an ice skating rink. In Canada, because it gets cold, they always look for ways for people to find fun and excitement in their neighborhoods. This is a neighborhood ice skating rink that some volunteers in the area just created. So they cleared a portion of snow, filled it with sand, filled it with water. As you can see, it's ice. So this is like a very thick layer of ice. You keep pouring water and icing Big question, how do you fit all that bun under the hood of your jacket? Easy. Please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.